They want to call us colored people gangsters, druggies, banditi. We've got so much talent amongst us. But it's because we are deprived of opportunities for being the wrong color of our skin that we don't make it where we belong to play at those levels. I firmly believe that this must be addressed properly. 16 of the 23 are black African players. 7 of the 23 are not. I've always asked myself, and particularly when I watch Bafana play, and at times, if Ronwen Williams was not the goalkeeper, there would not have been a colored player on that field. How and why is it, if we reflect on 1996 AFCON, that was a true representation of a rainbow nation representing our country, and look what they've achieved, and it was the last time they've achieved that. SAFA, how and why is it that you're not going to tell me there's no quality colored players? You're not going to tell me there is no Neil Tovis out there, white players. Why is it that when it comes to Bafana Bafana, the majority must be black African in particular? That is not fair. If the Coloureds had no talent, there would not have been a Kalen Swart. There would not have been a Roland Williams. There would not have been a Dane Clayt. There would not have been a Frankie Skuman. There would not have been a Bradley August. There would not have been a Sean Bartlett. There would not have been a Benny McCarthy. And others. Why are you guys folding your arms when this happens? Is it because the African National Congress is controlling you? If it is the case, I want to know. Because it's a National Congress for Africans. Honorable Chairperson, this is, you know why? They want to call us colored people, gangsters, druggies, banditi. We've got so much talent amongst us. But it's because we are deprived of opportunities for being the wrong color of our skin that we don't make it where we belong to play at those levels. I firmly believe that this must be addressed properly, fairly, and afford everybody the opportunity to compete for that positions. Because when our people, a child in sport is a child out of court.
Wrap up, Honourable Member.
I will wrap up. Thank you so much, Chairperson. So my request here is then, through you, Chairperson, SAFA must answer how and why is it that there's not enough representation of colored players in the Bafana squad when we've got so much potential, including white players. I've not seen Indian players really play football. Show me one or two, please, but if they are, consider them. Thank you so much, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honourable Daniels. May I make the ruling that the issue pertaining to the team in Eastern Cape be communicated to the committee, and perhaps seeing that I would gather that it's part of the constituency of Honourable Daniels and perhaps to him as well. Will SAFA respond to the letter, and then I will ask the next Honourable Member on the list. Respond to the letter question of Honourable Daniels.
Question of the composition of our team.
Yes.
Yeah. No, the question of selection of the team is the matter for the national coach. The Bafana team that won the bronze medal in Cote d'Ivoire, look at that team. Look at the team now. It may be, there is not just Ronwen Williams. There was also Peterson. I don't want to get into all of these things of racial categories because we are a non-racial organization, and we have to stick to it, because this question of race is a threat to our society, and we must not let me leave that. I'll talk to you offline on those issues, but I am clear that there is significant
Honourable Chairperson.
Opportunity.
Honourable Daniels.
I've asked this question, not offline. So I don't understand why we must have side stories. Honourable Jordaan, you must understand one thing. You and I come from the same corner of Nelson Mandela Bay. You should understand equally the way I understand what this means. Now, it's not just Nelson Mandela Bay focused. I'm just using it as an example. You know what it does and what it means to our people. So I wouldn't appreciate an offline around the corner cup of tea discussion. This is the place we must iron everything out because we are of transparency. There's no malice in my question. It's just an uncomfortable question to some. But it's an important question. Thank you, Chairperson.
No. Thank you. Maybe I must make this ruling. I hear what the President says in terms of the team, but I think the issue raised by Honourable Daniels is core to the oversight rule pertaining to the work out there, particularly when entities received money from the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. So we have to address the inequalities. We have to transform sport in all spheres, and I think that is the crux of the matter. Perhaps I don't know. I hear what you say, Honourable Dennis, but for a question of time, if the SAFA can perhaps submit us with the criteria, because these issues are lying out there. It's also territorial representativity, geographic representativity, and also where SAFA plays. I don't know when last. In 2010, I traveled all the way with SAFA, but I don't know when last did Bafana played in FNB. You know the dynamics. I don't know when are we paying FNB. All these kind of things. I don't know when last did they play in the Northern Cape, in the Northwest, for what is worth. But if it's fine with you, Honourable Daniels, if they can submit the criteria in selecting the team. Respond.
Let me respond to that, please, Chairperson. It's not fine with me, because what I sense here is Dr. Daniel Jordaan is thinking, hey, my job. If I must now unpack here, hey, my job. We can't be sitting here singing for our supper. Dr. Jordaan has been around the block over and over and over. It's time to stand down. So if this standing up for our colored people is going to cost him his job, hi, man, you must go with me to the Ghana, to Calvindale. And there'll be people waiting there for you, cheering you on when you come.
No, I'm not afraid of the job. Certainly not on non-racialism. That was my life. I've been in the struggle for non-racialism, and I'm still pursuing non-racialism. But I think that my friend from Buffalo City wants to deal with the question. I am confident that there is enough for your benefit, colored players. There's Basadin, there is a lot of players. They're all mentioning.
Yeah. Thanks, President. Thanks, Chair. At Bafana Bafana, all our national teams, if you go by demographics of this country, we are the only code that fully represents everyone. We may be failing in the one race of white, we may be failing there, but all the other races, if you look at the demographics of the country, we fully, there's no other code that beats us. If you look at the team, the under-20 team that won now, we actually got over-representation in that team of the other races to what you call black Africans. So let's not look at it at one side. And we fully, I've got no fear or what about that as SAFA. We fully comply with the demographics of this country. And we don't have to do what other codes do and bring quota players. It happens naturally.
Thank you, Honourable Sali. Proceed.
Thank you, Honourable Chair.
Just a second, Honourable Sali. Honourable Khabo.
Chairperson, thank you very much. I think it falls within one of the meeting procedures that deal with the, I think it's exigency, if not mistaken. Chairperson, we are left with 1 hour, 30 minutes before the sitting of Parliament. And if we were to allow SAFA to continue responding the manner in which they are responding, we're not going to get an opportunity to ask them questions. And I'm going to plead with you, can you manage the time of response of SAFA? Because we are quite aware of this behavior, if not attitude, whereby people are being asked questions, they are deliberately responding to questions that they were never asked, and secondly, they are deliberately dragging their response as a way of chowing time. I'm going to plead with you, Chairperson.
Thanks, Honourable Khabo.